Hi students, this is my introduction to Grammar for Writing 1, Chapter 5, which is about tenses and time shifts. Time shifts just means that you're changing tenses, and this can be pretty confusing for students when they're writing, like why, because a lot of languages don't have tenses in the same way that English does. But let's just notice how it says how the writer moves between the past and the future, and how when the time words changed, then the verbs change. Okay, so what I've done here is I have highlighted the verbs in yellow for you. So here, next month, you have a future time phrase. So the gray whales are going to begin. Notice they're using that "are going to" form of the future. You could also say "will begin" their yearly trip from the Bering Sea down to Mexico's Baja Peninsula. They will arrive. Notice we're still in the future. I could say they are going to arrive in Mexico about 3 to 4 months later. Now, every year, this is a signal word for the simple present, because this is an action that repeats, okay? So this migration begins in October and ends by February or March, okay? And again, I'm not going to shift time frames until I get a new time. I'm not going to change verbs until I get a new time word. So I'm still in simple present. You can think of this as a repeated action or a fact. The whales travel about 80 miles each day. The total trip is approximately 12,500 miles. The gray whales go to Baja to mate and to have their babies. Today, okay, so again, this is a signal usually for the present progressive, but if your verb is non-progressive or stative, like our verb be here is, of course, we're not going to use the ing. So today, the gray whales are protected, but in the past, notice I'm shifting to past time. Whalers hunted them for oil and whalebone. Now I'm going to use the simple past because this is just a fact. Okay, by the 1930s, almost all the gray whales were extinct. Okay, so this is past time, we're still there. Since 1949. So when you see since plus specific time, that's a signal for the present perfect or some kind of perfect tense, usually present perfect. So since 1949, the International Whaling Commission has protected gray whales. So the number of these whales have increased significantly. Because of strong laws, the gray whales will continue to travel up and down the eastern Pacific Ocean. Here's my time word, in the future, and that's why I'm using the future here. I hope that's clear. I think this is a great example, and it's taken from your textbook.